Day-1 makes like moves fairly early on. Like we said, you know, this puck does need a little bit of time to come online. But I know K1 also like is just, he's a farming machine. He is just gonna
evolved so much as a player because he's always been known, like you said there, he's a farming machine. He's really good at that. But lately, when you and I have been casting him, or even when I've been casting, playing against the Weaver, so we'll see if he has to deal with it himself, which are nice tools against the Void Spirit. But if Void Spirit gets out of hand and gets to a point of having, I don't know, Echo Saber Aghanims, or even just an Aghanim's Rush, it's really...
Heroic has, you know, decent chance here to pop back.
I think they have a good chance. They have a lot of combos. They have like execution, as it's easy to, you know, maybe...
Bit of a miss though, right off the bat.
Chips in the dark, yeah, passing by here. But both teams get wards placed without being spotted. And the Dalai Lama, he went up, checked, got unsmoked, and he says, okay, they're on that cliff, guys.
They realize, okay, no one is showing down at the bottom rune spots, so they must all be top.
I don't think you want to take the fight, so they're just going for the bottom 2 runes. Look at 1W though, they're saying they want more. They don't just want 2 runes, perhaps. Never mind.
I mean, they definitely feel very strong right now, but you can feel the trepidation coming off of Heroic currently. They got their doom in position down here, potentially, but of course... a little bit of the invasion. Still will get that bounty rune, but he'll take a decent amount of damage trying to get it. Yeah,
just a second too late there, coming in with the stun. If they were there 1 second earlier, would have gone the triple rune. So still an even start here for both teams. And they're fighting. They don't want to let them come to the lane here. Sven and Weaver just bullying.
I mean, they've got the capability to do it for sure. Another stun over onto Schofield, throwing out that blood grenade. Gonna be able to make it underneath the tower. Do they go for the dive? Looks like they'll respect that tower. Fishy in a little awkward position. Does have Shikuchi up in a moment though, so he should be able to scamper through and make his way to lane.
That's a pretty good start for them on 1W though, because now the Scorched Earth was used with he doesn't have the ability to spell farm in the first way.
So what are key things that we want to look out for in this match, Wolga?
Ooh, this mid lane is what I want to look out for. Like I said, it's a tough matchup for Puck, and so far getting a ton of damage from Children here. I think the 6-minute rune rotation and the first mid rotation side lanes is going to be the most important thing to keep an eye out for. Who gets the momentum?
Radiance. This is the you know, that makes that rotation.
I think supports will come to help with the runes, but you can't really gank the mid heroes that easily here. While playing a little bit of static linking. Nice timing here as the creeps come under tower. Got minus damage now to last hit. No hero near him, so maybe he can get some CS anyway.
Pretty quiet otherwise, though.
Yeah, they're farming up the tomato right now. Tango gets the last hit on it. Build.
A little surprised about that, considering that there is a Doom in this lane.
Yeah, he's happy to have Tornado here. I mean, it's not a fantastic creep. It's not as strong as some of the other small
Schofield. Looking like that's going to be our first blood. I'm still going to keep putting these clicks off over onto Divine Llama. I don't think he's in any danger of actually dying here, especially because they do not have enough for a Stormhammer, but definitely taking a decent amount of damage.
Yeah, that was good kill recognition there. And you see Munkushi and Respect just finding the kill. Schofield has to be so careful. I wonder if he even puts a point in a little shredder here, if he gets a point in Cookie just to have that safety, as he has been caught out of position there.
Cookie hop forward, tries to make the moves over to Munkushi. Respect is just kind of dancing around the trees, and the creeps are helping with this damage. Schofield will be able to get himself a revenge kill.
Yeah, just not able to fight into the Dalai Lama there. Schofield even had the Scatterblast already, but didn't need to use it. So Weaver couldn't go in, and Sven just kind of dies in an awkward way. He score for the Pangasar against the Razor.
He's looking like dead speed and strong, though. Go in with the Cogs, kill. And now Cloud forced to run the that little bit of battery assault, but not really too concerned with chasing him down.
Oh, big dive bottom, trying to go behind here. Stun was used, and he got the Frost creep, so he has Ice Armor now on Doom. He's going to be incredibly hard to kill. Went down and found the Ice Armor, and that's going to be so good on this lane. This basically nullifies all kill potential from Radiant on this lane. It's that big of an impact. 5 extra armor is amazing for these heroes.
Oh, for sure. He can heal up a little bit, but
he's falling behind, but I thought this could go even worse for him. So not doing horribly.
Respect. Cookie hop forward. forward. Needs one more hit there. There it is. Divine Llama clean up. They're taking a lot of hits back and forth in this bottom lane. Makushi is completely out of any sort of region other than that magic stick right now. See Puck rotate towards this bounty rune.
Yeah, just needs to get a little bit of healings.
Online now from Makushi. And a shared tango. Be interested to see if Respect gets to make any moves on Schofield behind this tower, but
if they could nuke him a bit, try and get him low. Clockwork does get the catch on him.
Nice show up here from Clockwork. This should be a dead Weaver. And indeed it is this now. King Jungles might be the next to fall. Sweet and Strong, though, is made his way down.
What a nice rotation.
Going to survive, even managing to hit that channel off the side for the little watcher.
I swear I always get surprised by the cogs pulling in people now with this facet. Since there's a larger AoE, that means you have a bigger catch range with the cogs, and people are just still not used.
But stun Warcry coming in doesn't matter. This lane not looking great for 1v right now. So turn back around, put some pressure over onto Divine Llama, but like you said, that frost armor now finds himself. King Jungle should be able to get himself a kill there too. Gonna go for a bit of a dive here with Chira. Chira joining in. Divine Llama not prepared for this. Quite a few heroes behind this tower.
He is so tanky.
Though. Gonna try to protect him. And like you said, like the ice armor helps so much.
He's got 18 armor under tower, and of course he has tons of HP on the Doom, so not that easy to commit and try and kill him.
Go back in.
It's a risky one. The support TP coming in here as well, with King Jungles coming in, even giving a salve over to Doom here, making sure his HP goes up a bit.
I mean, I guess on the bright side, this has given Analog a little bit of time to himself here in this mid lane. To see that, you know, Respect has made this rotation over, but it's a little...
He wants to farm up, get to the power turrets as soon as possible, and Wisdom Rune, we did get the first usage of that. Smoke coming bottom again here. King Jungles could be the target. Not a great kill, but it's a kill at least.
He's got cogs up, trying to buy himself a little bit of space, a little bit of time. Little cookie hop forward. Is it going to be enough? No, it's not. Schofield trying his best, but 3 heroes chasing now. Will respect the tower. They remember that
he might have saved his Doom. His comfort. He wants to be the Snapfire in this.
But something that he's gonna have to be very, very aware of down here.
Yeah, Weaver did a smart choice though, going Bracer into Falcon Blade, so a lot of HC to the out.
I love this deep ward by Sweden Strong, because he knows that Hector wants to farm up those camps, will be moving around in this area. You can see this rotation, they just want to get Hector off the map, realize he's had way too much free time here, currently leading in the last hit and denies, and they'll go and use ultis even to secure the kill.
This is a better spot
King
for them.
Gonna have to scoot away.
Regen Rune gets popped by Jared Jr. here. He's gonna be fine. Might even turn on to Schofield here as he has Sven coming in.
The smoke coming in too. Yeah, Sven's here. Schofield does have a cookie if he wants to try to use it. Analog coming in from the back lines. We'll use the Dream Coil. Hold them both into place, but like there's just no damage really coming out from this puck right now. A couple clicks at best. You can see Sweden Strong waiting potentially, but okay. King Jungles joining in. We'll be able to use the cogs to help out, but again, no real hard lockdown at this time to hold this guy in place.
Yeah, you do have a ward down here, so they have vision, but don't really want to keep chasing. Already used the coil. No way to catch this Void Spirit, as he still has 1 jump available. Even cancels the TP out here from Schofield.
Respect, he really wants this. Gonna dive a little bit underneath the tower while they're chasing Junior Jr. over on the side. Need a little bit more damage to finish him off, and just not quite there. A little bit of a bait and switch almost.
Yeah, the long range Shadow Blast is it's something you don't always expect. But like he's gonna be completely fine, but he's quite close to dying.
Still holding on to that Doom, but we'll be able to join the team in this mid lane.
Not finding a target. He would be happy to kill anyone with this. Pango, thinking about a roll onto Doom here.
Goes for the roll up. He's got under 3, which looks really nice, but it's just not going to be enough to keep Divine Llama alive. Unfortunately, now King Jungles tries to use those cogs again defensively. Running away. Does have Schofield nearby. Does not have a cookie, though, so Cloud should be able. Does he go underneath the tower? Is he going to... He's thinking about it. Mukushi onto the back lines, realizes King Jungle's very, very low. Gets a couple hits off onto Schofield. Respect, wandering around, does have some stick charges. They're really going for a deep dive.
Yes, Coil and Doom is respawning soon. Have to be very cautious here.
They'd love to get themselves a Weaver. they come again. Dream Coil used over onto 2. Will get the snap. Nice Stormhammer, though, coming out. Doom will get used over onto Cloud, but I don't think he cares too much. They're joining back into the fight. He's looking to put some damage on Analog, just not finding these kills. It's a long range coming in hot. He's still chasing after Chira. They'd really like to get this kill. Need a little bit more damage because he still had that one leap left, and that again is the issue. When you don't have the slimes, when you don't have the Dream Coil, it makes it quite difficult to get your hands on him.
Yep, still a very good engagement for them overall. They pushed them back. They're getting some damage at mid tower. Now focusing on taking the top tower with the catapult here as well. And I don't think they can really stop this. The catapult is going to help them take it down before they TP in. A very clean fight for them overall there. The 2-hero coil was great by Analog, catching them. Perhaps a bit of an overextension by 1W as they found themselves kind of diving between the tier 1 and tier 2 tower.
Jungle's doing King Jungle things. Gonna kick around, get their hold over onto Analog. Does use that double damage. You don't really want to be standing next to Sweenstrong right now. Analog able to dodge away here from that Stormhammer.
The tricky part is they can't really catch the puck until they have Aghanims on Void Spirit. Right now they have Leshrac, who isn't even skilling stun. He's going for an Edict and Lightning Storm build. And Sven, who of course, the Stormhammer, you can always dodge that. Puck has 2 different ways to insta-dodge it. He can even reposition himself with the Waning Rift and get stunned a little bit farther away. Very, very tricky for them to catch this man right now. So I think with the Witchblade finishing up in about 400 gold for Puck, he has a great timing to play aggressive until the Aghanims is up on the Void Spirit, who is rushing it. It's his first item, but he needs 2 more components basically. He's at 800 gold and only has the Ogre Club.
I haven't quite felt the presence of this Puck just
for the Mana Boots into Maelstrom build on Carry Racer is definitely a curious way to build. Mana Boots has been very popular lately on a lot of carries. It started out with Lina and of course Medusa before that even, but
like that. It's just like
1 point in it. You could say that he needs the extra little bit of slow on the Lightning Storm, but I think 1 point Lightning Storm would have been fine.
King Jungles goes for the hook shot. Nope, Chira. Spidey sense was tingling, but there's a nice blink dagger on Divine Llama. The chase is on. The doom is on Chira. They need to just do a little bit more damage to finish him off, and it's looking like they're gonna be able to find it as you see Cloud now trying to roll on out. They have that Dream Coil applied to him.
Yeah, bit optimistic on the Dream Coil. He gets out safely there, so at least everything was expended there. You dumped literally all the spells there. The only one who didn't pop an ulti was Razor because he didn't have his ulti available. Otherwise, he probably would have as well.
The tower push that's available on this team, that there's still like tier 1s up for the side of Heroic. As we say that, Sweenstrong gets spotted out by the side of Heroic.
Yeah, he was trying to remedy what you were talking about there, the tier 1 towers. He wanted to bring it down, but they're playing actively to defend their towers, had a good ward in place there. Recognizing that, yeah, Lesh might be doing some cheesy stuff. He might be trying to take the towers on his own. We don't have any constructed push going on by 1W, and they found themselves 17 minutes in, 8k gold disadvantage right now. I believe Clockwork has the entire mech now. That is really nice timing for them as well, to have the mech already, and they have a Pavis on the Snapfire. The defensive items are coming in.
Yeah, I mean, typically you would look at this team and be like, okay, yeah, you've got a Doom, so it makes sense that they'd be ahead, like, with some of their net worth. But then when you consider the fact they've only really gone after Ector once, and then you look at these supports and, like, these are not poor supports.
Doom's playing in a bit as well. Doom chasing top here, has Doom in 5 seconds. His ulti almost available. Doesn't find the Pango.
Go the other way. Looks like Cloud's gonna be safe for now.
Yeah, he TP's out. That's again though, a TP to base. You force some inactivity when you force the opponent to TP out, so not as good as kill, but still doing a good job of shoving him away from this area. Doom probably still wants to group up with his team and get the ulti on cooldown again. They've been doing a really good job of just using their ultis when they have them.
And right now, there are all three of the cores on top of the net worth. So I'm sure that Heroic are feeling pretty good right now. And like you said, this puck just going to get stronger and stronger. And, you know, we look at this draft coming out from 1 week, and I love the ingenuity of it, but it's been really rough for Tira because I feel like they just target him every single fight.
I think quite a lot comes down to the early game bottom there. Those rotations bottom trying to kill into a very survivable lane with the Doom having the frost armor. And then some other overextensions like mid we saw
that could potentially get a pick off.
They're securing the bottom part of the map as well here ahead of the Roche moving down. So they already put some ward in a good position.
Have to respect. Drop a ward so they can get that bitch. Oh, hook shot just a little off the mark. And they jump right in. Start just clicking away on respect. It's a support, but top lane too. They found themselves Makushi. Looks like they're going to be able to get that. They'll end up taking down Divine Llama, but they've already lost a position one. That feels not great for 1 week.
Yeah, it's still a lot of gold that they got back for the Doom dying, so at least something, but losing your week. He's just one of the most efficient players you'll find. He knows his way to make gold.
Middle lane, get the sciences is exactly what they've been looking for. A little bit more time. Is Puck gonna be able to it's looking pretty tough, but it looks like he's still there, still alive. All right, looks like he's going to survive this. And now over onto the back lines, Divine Llama jumps forward, put some of that damage over onto Cheer. They still would love this Puck, but they're just having a really difficult time. He's too slippery. Finally, they get Analog, but it's quite the chase for just one little guy that they.
They can fight under vision, so if they come to their cliff, Puck might get jumped.
Puck is indeed going to get jumped. They'll follow up. Good stun over onto Analog. They'd like to get him out of the way. King Jungle's pushed back here on the side. After BKB is up though, chasing after Swedenstrong. Nice hook shot coming in, but just not quite enough damage yet. As they chase after Swedenstrong, he's drained quite a bit. They'll finally get Swedenstrong, but now it's just Hector in the middle of pretty much everyone here off on the side. Chasing after respect, they'll find it. Nice jump in from Divine Llama. Jumps over onto Cheer. This is exactly the Doom target they want. They'll find the kill now. The chase is on after Cloud. Those cogs doing so much. Hector gets himself a triple kill, and they'd really like to get their hands on this Weaver, but not going to be able to quite catch him at this point.
Fantastic fight for them. So clean overall. Their positioning.
During that too, like
yeah, that was a 4-0 kill. They had the Pavis coming in as well to protect them, and Razor was the only one who was actually killing stuff in that fight. He started by chasing down the Leshrac, get the easy kill, and then move on from there. You see him sort of just building damage from the Leshrac. Once he gets that static link damage, he's ready to fight anyone else.
The long range.
Yeah, that was a very hectic fight. Everybody was, skirmishing. It was like 5 little team fights at once.
The Sven, Analog joining into the fight now too.
He's not getting away. The poor man. He's been jungling over here for a while, but he's gonna go down. Even a coil used just to secure. He doesn't get to move. Well,
the supports that just died, we salute you for
thank you for your service. Thank you for your service as the rest of the cores are farming somewhere in the map. We see double jungling on the bottom part of the map, and Void Spirit at least pushed out the mid creep wave. But yeah, this is just trying to hold on. 19,000 instead.
That's an impressive transformation. Mid lane, though, sensing a little bit of an opening, are going to try to put the pressure over onto Hector. Don't quite manage to finish him off. Roll coming through. Divine Llama's here. Puts that Doom down yet again over onto the back. Just every Doom has his name on it. It's a love letter from Divine Llama. As Hector just running down this mid lane. One Swedenstrong has himself a full nullifier. They're just gonna walk straight up. There is no Void Spirit that they need to worry about, Sven. And it looks like it might not be a Cloud soon either, because he just gets absolutely obliterated. This mid-rax going down.
Yeah, good catch. Again, they just take the fights in a really good way. It was optimistic to try and kill K1 on the mid lane. Of course, he had a Snapfire sitting there in the tree. Schofield was ready to protect his carry and make sure they turned that around. And this looks like they're finally gonna close out what has been a very dominant Team 1 here for Heroic. To the credit of 1v, they've done everything they could, but it feels like if they don't hit the early game right with their drafts, then there's a big weakness where they don't have the best initiation to take the fights. I think a lot of it comes down to that Void Spirit not really getting to have a good game.
I was going to ask how much of this goes back to, did they get a little too, I don't say wild with their draft, but it felt like definitely had a plan for how they wanted things to go, but it just did not work the way that they thought it would, and they struggled then to catch up.
Yeah, I think that's the main thing, right? You needed to have a good start coming out from those, and Voiceberg just struggled a bit. The choice to go bottom maybe was tough, but ultimately it
doesn't make their way top. I'm gonna hold on to that thought because I think something's about to break.
Whole Daedalus on Weaver. He wants to hit.
Jungle's finding himself a clockwork, and everybody's jumping inside these cogs. There's a party in there, but Lava jumping in with a nice stomp. EKBs are getting used up, but look at this damage coming out. Tira is just dead. Look who's next. Sweet and Strong just getting chased down. Schofield still alive. Cookie Hots are walking left. They've called it. They've had enough on the side of 1v. And this first game going over to Heroic.
A very, very strong start here in this best of 2 celebration. Snap priority there. Send some Mortimer kisses into the jungle. Neutrals, you deserve some love too. And there we see them pretty happy with their